And just like that, it was March. Don't really know how that happened. Someone should really look into that. But in the meantime, why don't you take a look at all the sweet games that are heading to Xbox Game Pass in the first part of March. Now, one of the many benefits that comes with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription is that you also get to become a member of the Fortnite crew. And crew members get access to the OG Pass, the Battle Pass, the Music Pass, the Lego Pass, and Rocket League's Rocket Pass, plus a complimentary 1,000 V-Bucks every month. Just spend as you see fit. Oh, and things just got even better thanks to a new update that allows Ultimate subscribers to stream Fortnite and any other streamable games on their console at a beautifully smooth 1440p. And yes, even Xbox One. Okay, let's start with a couple of great games that are expanding to Xbox Game Pass Premium, including one that will suit Katamari Damacy fans to a T. The newest game from Katamari's creator involves less rolling, but exactly the same amount of colour, whimsy, and total absurdity. To a T is a narrative adventure where you play as a 13-year-old boy whose body is stuck in T-shape, turning everything from eating cereal to taking part in PE into a charming little gameplay challenge. Now, when you're not bumping into doorways and goalposts, you'll be exploring the town and getting to know the folks who live there, from sandwich-slinging giraffes to one especially hench penguin. I need to find out his routine. To a T is a delightfully weird, very laid-back little game that you can just knock out in a single afternoon, and it's going to be available to Xbox Game Pass Premium subscribers from the 4th. What will be the weirdest and most difficult thing to do if you were stuck like that? Let me know in the comments. On the 12th, Xbox Game Pass Premium subscribers can put their itsy-bitsy sword-fighting skills to the ultimate test with Hollow Knight Silksong. The sequel to Team Cherry's uber-acclaimed Metroidvania-style action platformer takes players to a new world that is beautifully drawn and crawling with creepy charm, just like the first one. And in it, they'll find loads of new skills and weapons to master, and they're going to need every single one of them because this game does not mess about. Take it from me, I've beaten it and I was pulling my hair out by the end. I think 2D adventures like this are ideal for smaller screens, and Hollow Knight Silksong has actually been fully handheld optimized to ensure that you guys get a premium bug battling experience. And now's a perfect time to start working on your Hollow Knighthood 2 with a new expansion called Sea of Sorrow that's set to arrive later this year. Now, let's move on to Xbox Game Pass's latest slate of brand new arrivals. If you saw Brad Pitt driving a Formula 1 race car and thought, I could do that, well, EA Sports F1 25 is the perfect place for you to put that theory to the test. You are wrong though. Come on. Coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on the 4th, the latest entry in EA's Racing Sim series has been tuned up to provide the smoothest, most lifelike driving experience yet. Although, how smooth it feels might depend partially on your skills at the wheel. Now, there are loads of ways to play, from creating and customizing your own teams and cars to going head-to-head online or gearing up for an exhilarating new chapter in the story-driven Breaking Point mode. Ah, damn, there was definitely a story-driven pun to be made there and I totally missed it. Nah, get him next lap. On March 5th, Planet of Lana 2 Children of the Leaf comes day one to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And like the first game, this puzzly adventure game is all about working cooperatively to find a way through the gorgeous but increasingly dangerous world. From underwater realms to roly-poly new creatures, the sequel adds so much new stuff for players to get to grips with, and it all looks absolutely stunning too. I mean, don't take my word for it though, why don't you check out the free demo? Planet of Lana 2 is also a handheld optimized title and a perfect game for playing on your break during a busy day with painterly visuals, cuddly creatures, and immaculate vibes that are sure to soothe your soul. And if it doesn't, there's something wrong with you. Anyway, what's your go-to game for when you need to de-stress? Hit the comments, let me know. I think it's Red Dead 2 for me. I just 100%ed it recently. Nice. Anyway, next time someone tells you to go do something constructive, you can take that permission to go and play Construction Simulator. Ha! Gotcha! Available with Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate from the 10th, Construction Simulator gives you all the tools to build your own construction firm. You'll get to take on jobs spread across 2 distinctive maps inspired by Germany and the USA, with over 90 contracts to carry out each with their own unique challenges. Of course, the real appeal of a game like this is the great big machines, and boy does Construction Simulator have some great big machines, with over 80 officially licensed vehicles from major brands like Bobcat and Caterpillar. Nice. With its 2.0 update, Cyberpunk 2077 was rebuilt, faster, stronger, and basically better in every way, totally revamping the game's whole skill system, while also adding in cool stuff like vehicular combat. So whether you've only played the OG version, or maybe you've never been to Night City, you should definitely check it out when the game comes to Xbox Game Pass Premium and Ultimate on the 10th. Now, this dazzling action RPG lets players design their very own character in extreme detail, and then drops them down into a futuristic megacity full of cybernetically enhanced criminals and rockstar revolutionaries. You know, it's just a really fun place to be, especially if you're armed to the teeth and packed with cybernetic enhancements of your own, which you absolutely will be. Beyond that, it's really up to you, because Cyberpunk 2077 is just as open-ended as you'd expect an RPG from the creators of The Witcher 3 to be. You make friends, you make enemies, you fall in love, you fight the power, or you just cruise around in your futuristic supercar blasting run the jewels. I mean, the future is yours to shape. I know what I'll be doing. Finally, why don't we go from cyberpunk cities to dreamy dollhouses with DreamWorks' Gabby's Dollhouse ready to party. Hopefully a very different sort of party than the ones going on at Night City though. Based on the popular animated series, this child-friendly party planning adventure challenges players to put together the greatest social event ever hosted by a small child and their satchel-wearing cat friend. I can't think of many other examples, but it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, but it won't be easy. There are crafts to be crafted, sweet treats to whip up, treasure to hunt for, and even a trip to Catton in the works. But I'm sure you'll manage, especially if you tag in a second player to party together in local co-op. DreamWorks' Gabby's Dollhouse Ready to Party comes to Xbox Game Pass on March 17th, and both Premium and Ultimate subscribers are invited. God, all of that, and we've only accounted for the first couple of weeks of March, so why don't you make sure you subscribe to find out what else is on the way. See you next time. Bye.